We've got Mahesh Jaising, a partner and indirect tax leader at Deloitte India, joining in on the show to talk about exactly that. Mahesh, hi, morning. Great to have you on the show. Mahesh, tell us, what's the expectation from the winter session of Parliament this time?
I'll give you a broader perspective what I expect from a GST law, and then, of course, the important two bills, the excise bill and the cess bill that has been planned. From a GST law perspective, I think that we will have to wait for the changes that were announced in the last council's meeting to come in the budget, because that's the customary way of things, and therefore we don't hear yet about the CGST or the IGST Act being amended. We saw the blockbuster year so far on the rate changes on GST 2.0, and therefore and there have also been a lot of things which are outside of the rate structure, whether relating to export taxation, post-sale discount, and whatnot, which are huge relief to industry. Industry is curious to know whether it will come in winter session. The answer is no, unlikely. It is likely to come in budget session, because that's the traditional cycle, the way things go about. My
Okay.
co-panelist very nicely explained about the fact that the compensation cess is coming to an end, and that was also the natural segue to the overall rate rationalization. So what you're seeing right now today is not necessarily a complete surprise or a detail which is going to take us all by, that why is it happening now? It's a natural replacement of the compensation cess that expires to assess. So the landed cost, which is what I've seen the numbers of tobacco and pan masala. Tobacco going forward will have an enhanced excise duty, and therefore, but the total cost to the consumer and business should by and large remain the same. Pan masala is where we are going to have the cess, which is again replacing the compensation cess. So in short, I don't think this is going to be a fundamental increase or decrease in taxes. It's by and large similar.
Mr. Jaising, that simplifies a lot of these new cesses and the duties that we're hearing on some of the same goods. But help us understand, because earlier it was largely expected by the street that this cess that these companies were paying earlier was going to get replaced by a higher GST, and then the addition offer that was there was going to be brought in the form of this health cess that we are now seeing play out. If you could help us understand what the net effect is going to be. This might not add any burden to the cigarette companies, but is it taking anything away from them?
Uh, I'm glad you asked this question, because it's still more fundamental on taxation. So when we moved to GST in 2017, sorry, the constitution got amended, where a little bit technical, but the power to levy excise was confined to certain products, which includes alcohol, tobacco, and pan masala and few other products. The central government has not been levying that tax right now, because right now there's only a basic GST of 28% and a NCCD of, there is a national calamity cess, and then you have the compensation cess. But what has changed and what you're going to see right now is that given the central government has the constitutional power to levy
Right,
excise.
Mahesh.